Hi, hello my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now I uploaded video lectures on the topic waves. In this topic I already uploaded 2 video lectures. So please watch the previous lectures for better understanding. Today I am going to start a new concept in this topic waves. So please watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you should love this concept. So you should fall in love with this concept. So please watch the lecture till the end. So let's begin our topic. So in waves, lecture number 3. So I am going to discuss today displacement of wave. Already we know. So now we are going to velocity of progressive wave. Velocity of progressive wave I am going to discuss. How to find velocity of progressive wave? If you know the displacement of progressive wave, it is differentiated with respect to time, then definitely you will get velocity of progressive wave. Or you get my point? Here, displacement of progressive wave already we got from last lecture. What we got, ma? Displacement of progressive wave. Displacement of progressive wave. Displacement of progressive wave. Y is equal to A sin omega t minus kx. So this equation we got. Now displacement is differentiating with respect to time, then definitely we will get velocity of progressive wave. So velocity of progressive wave V is equal to dy by dt. dy by dt. That means, so dy by dt is equal to, how can we differentiate, ma? D by dt of A sin omega t minus kx. A sin omega t minus kx. Okay. So differentiating with respect to time. So now velocity of the wave V is equal to, so here A is constant here. Differentiation of sin. So we already know differentiation of d by dt of sin t is equal to, d by dt of sin t is equal to cos t. Okay, cos t. So d by dt of cos t is equal to minus sin t. Okay, these two formulas very important. So differentiation of sin omega t minus kx means cos omega t minus kx. Differentiation of sin is cos omega t minus kx. So now internal differentiation, omega t minus kx, internal differentiation is omega, for kx is 0. So finally what we got, ma? V is equal to A omega cos omega t minus kx. So this is velocity of the wave. So velocity of progressive wave. So velocity of progressive wave we got, so velocity of progressive wave. Velocity of progressive wave, that is V is equal to A omega cos omega t minus kx. Okay, A omega cos omega t minus kx. So this is a displacement. Observe these two. So displacement wave is like this. So observe carefully. So this is a displacement with respect to time. So how it is wave? This is sine wave. So it is sine wave. Sine wave is going to be like this. This is a sine wave. And velocity wave is like this. We draw velocity wave. This is velocity. And velocity, this is a time. And velocity wave is, observe carefully, this is a sine wave. Sine wave. Because displacement is a sine function. So that's why we draw here sine wave. And it is a cosine wave. So how we draw cosine wave, ma? So here it is draw cosine wave is like this. So we draw cosine wave is like this. Cosine wave. So like this we draw cosine wave. So So this is a sine wave, this is cosine wave. So velocity versus time. This is cosine wave. Cosine wave. Okay. Observe carefully. Observe carefully here. What is the phase difference between these two? What is the phase difference between these two? What is the phase difference? What is the phase difference between displacement and so now my question is, what is the phase difference between this is very important question, between displacement and velocity of the wave. Displacement and velocity of the wave. And velocity of the wave.
Play by TF card.
Okay. What is the phase difference between displacement and velocity of the wave? So how can we find ma? So simple. Here y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. Here v is equal to, we write a cos omega t minus kx. That to a omega. Is it or not? So now how can we write? So this is kx. So this can be written as a omega into cos can be written as a sine in the form of sine. Sine into 90 plus omega t 180 plus omega t minus kx. Okay. Sine of 180 plus theta. Sine of 180 plus theta. So observe carefully. So this is 0 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 180 degrees. This is 270 degrees. This is 360 degrees. So here 180 plus means third quadrant. This is all silver tea cups. Okay. In third quadrant 180 plus sign value is minus value, negative value. So if you take here pi by 2, why don't you take pi by 2 here? So observe carefully. Sine of 90 plus theta. Sine of 90 plus theta. Sine of 90 plus theta. It belongs to 90 plus theta means belongs to quadrant 2. That means sine of 90 plus theta. Observe carefully. Sine of 90 plus theta is equal to 90 means pi by 2 plus theta is equal to, so pi by 2 plus quadrant 2. In quadrant sine is positive. Sine is positive. That means 90 is there means sine is changed as cos. That means cos theta. So sine of 90 plus omega t minus kx is equal to, so we got cos of omega t minus kx only. So we write velocity value like this also. So observe carefully. So this is displacement, this is velocity. What is the phase difference between these two? Phase difference between these two, ma? What is the phase difference? Here sine wave, here sine function. Here omega t minus kx, here also omega t minus kx. What is extra term here? Pi by 2 is extra term. That means phase difference is pi by 2. So phase difference is pi by 2. Phase difference between displacement and velocity of the wave is pi by 2. This is very important. Have you observed diagram also? So this is a 0. This is 90 degrees. This is 180 degrees. This is 180 degrees. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. What is the difference between these two? This part only difference. This part only difference. Is it or not? That means between these two waves is this part only. This is nothing but 90 degrees or not. So from the diagram also, phase difference between displacement of the wave and, so this is phase difference symbol delta pi. Phase difference between displacement of the wave and velocity of the wave is pi by 2 or 90 degrees or 90 degrees. Pi by 2 in radians, 90 value in degrees. So that is a phase difference between velocity of progressive wave and displacement of progressive wave. Now I am going to find acceleration of progressive wave. Acceleration of progressive wave. acceleration of progressive wave. Well, to continuing my lecture on waves, now I am going to discuss acceleration of progressive wave. Acceleration of progressive wave. Acceleration of progressive wave. Observe carefully. Velocity of the wave already you know. Velocity of the wave. Velocity of progressive wave. Progressive wave V is equal to A omega cos omega t minus kx. We got. This is V value. So we need to find acceleration. So acceleration A is equal to, already we know, differentiation of velocity with respect to time. So acceleration of progressive wave is indicated with A. Okay. So acceleration of progressive wave A is equal to differentiation of velocity with respect to time. So that means dV by dt. That means d by dt of A omega cos omega t minus kx. Okay. Cos omega t minus kx. So this. So already we know differentiation of cos d by dt of cos t is nothing but minus sin t. Is it or not? Minus sin t. So that means here acceleration is equal to d by dt of A omega is constant. So A omega. D by dt of cos. Cos means minus sin omega t minus kx. Okay. So internal differentiation. Internal differentiation of omega t is omega. Okay. Minus kx is 0. So finally what we got, ma? Minus A omega square is equal to sin of omega t minus kx. Sin of omega t minus kx. This is acceleration of the wave. So minus A omega square sin of omega t minus kx. So this is acceleration of the wave. Okay. Minus A omega square. So this can be written as minus A omega square sin of omega t minus kx. So now my question is, this is a V value. Okay. Now my question is, phase difference between right. So from these two, observe carefully. From this equation, maximum velocity Vmax is equal to formula A omega. When maximum velocity takes place, this omega t minus kx is equal to 0. Maximum velocity Vmax is equal to A omega when omega t minus kx is equal to 0. That means omega t minus kx is equal to 0. Then we got cos 0 value 1. Then Vmax is equal to A omega t minus kx. So then next value is maximum acceleration. The maximum acceleration Amax is equal to formula. So this formula is also very important. So maximum acceleration is Amax is equal to A omega square. Maximum velocity is equal to Vmax is equal to A omega. Okay, A omega. These two formulas are very important. Sometimes in the questions are asking, find the maximum velocity and find the maximum acceleration. Already we know formula. Amplitude into angular velocity, amplitude into square of angular velocity, formula for maximum acceleration. Now, one more question is asked based upon this. What is that? Relation, phase relation. That means phase difference between acceleration of the wave and displacement of the wave. So that is the question. What is the phase difference between acceleration of the wave and displacement of wave. So here displacement of wave already we know, y is equal to a sine omega t minus kx. Acceleration of the wave already we know, that is minus a omega square sine of omega t minus kx. Sine of omega t minus kx. What is the phase difference between these two? So how can we find this phase difference? So observe carefully. Acceleration is written as a omega square into minus sine omega t minus kx is written as sine of 90 not here 180 plus omega t minus kx. So observe carefully. So a omega square sine of 180 plus omega t minus kx. You can write like this. So definitely you will get so above value. 180 plus, observe carefully, 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. So this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, this is quadrant 4. So all silver tea cups. So here 180 plus means which quadrant? 180 plus means third quadrant. Sine of pi means 180 plus theta. This omega t minus kx is treated as theta. 180 plus theta is treated as q3, third quadrant. In third quadrant sine value is negative. That means minus. If 180 degrees is there means sine value does not change. That means minus sine theta. Is it or not? So what we got, minus sine theta or not? So minus sine theta. Here theta means omega t minus kx. So it is satisfied or not? So if sine of 180 plus theta is minus sine theta, that means minus sine. Theta value is omega t minus kx. Please observe carefully. Here very easy. Don't panic. So sine of 180 plus theta value how to find? Here 180 plus third quadrant. In third quadrant all silver tea cups. T means tan only positive. Remaining all are negative. So here sine is there. Sine negative or not? So that's why I am taking negative. 180 degrees is there. 360 degrees is there. These functions are never changed. If 90 degrees is there, 270 degrees is there, functions are changed according to mathematics. Sine is there means so it is changed as it is not changed. So here also we take sine, minus sine theta. Sine of 180 plus theta is minus sine theta. So finally we got here. So like this, acceleration values we got like this. Okay. So now this is displacement. This is acceleration. So how to find phase difference between these two? Observe carefully. Here sine function, here sine function. Here omega t minus kx, here omega t minus kx. What is extra term here? Pi, 180 degrees is. So now, therefore, phase difference between displacement and acceleration of the wave is delta pi is equal to 180 degrees or pi radians. 180 degrees or pi. So this is very important. Phase difference between displacement and velocity is 90 degrees. Phase difference between displacement and acceleration is 180 degrees. Okay, so this is very, very important. So I hope you understood this. Next we are move on to another concept. Okay. Well, hi, hello my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now I uploaded video lectures on the topic waves. Now I am going to discuss the new important concept in this chapter waves. So please watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you will get new points regarding this lecture, and you should love this concept. You should fall in love with this concept. So please watch the lecture till the end. Right, let's begin our topic. So now, phase. So before going to discuss this phase, what is the use of this phase? Why we have to discuss this concept of phase in waves? So phase is gives information about waves. Phase gives information about waves at any time and any position. At any time and any position. So phase is indicated with pi. Pi is equal to omega t minus kx plus pi naught. Okay, so now this is a formula, phase formula. Here pi naught means initial phase. Pi naught is equal to, here pi naught means initial phase. So pi naught means initial phase. Now first, case 1. Phase change with respect to time. Phase change with respect to time. Next, case 2. Phase change with respect to position. With respect to position. Here are the two cases. First, I am dealing with the case 1. Phase change with respect to time. So here I consider phase is equal to omega t minus kx plus pi naught. Phase change with respect to time, dt is equal to omega. Here we are differentiating with respect to time. That means here omega t is there. So that means omega into differentiation of t means 1 minus kx is, here there is no t term. That's why this is treated as constant. Well, to continuing my lecture on waves, phase change with respect to time. Pi is equal to omega t minus kx plus pi naught. d phi by dt is equal to, that means phase is differentiating with respect to time. Here time term is there. Differentiation of t is 1. Differentiation of kx, there is no time here, time term. That's why this is 0. And kx value is 0. And here pi naught value is also 0. So finally we got d phi by dt. d phi by dt is equal to omega. d phi by dt is equal to omega. Phase change with respect to time is nothing but omega. Sometimes in numericals questions asked phase change with respect to time, that value is equal to angular velocity. Just you find angular velocity, that is equal to phase change with respect to time. Now phase change with respect to position, that means d phi by dx is equal to d by dx of, phase means omega t minus kx plus pi naught. That means here with respect to x, omega t means 0 minus k into, with respect to x means 1, pi naught means 0. So finally we got minus k. So d phi by dx is nothing but, d phi by dx is nothing but is equal to minus k. Okay, here k means, angular wave or propagation constant. That value is equal to omega by v. So k value is equal to omega by v. So this is about phase and phase change with respect to time, phase change with respect to position. Next I am going to discuss relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. Particle velocity and wave velocity. Relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. Right, relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. Relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. Right. So now relation between particle velocity and wave velocity is let wave velocity is equal to v. Okay, v, capital V. Wave velocity formula, wave velocity v is equal to lambda by t. Lambda by t. Here lambda means wavelength, t means time period. T means time period. Okay. So wave velocity means lambda by t. Let particle velocity is equal to small v. So particle velocity small v is equal to a omega cos omega t minus kx. So a omega cos omega t minus kx. This is a particle velocity formula. Now we need to find relation between this wave velocity and particle velocity. Okay, relation between these two. Wave velocity is different from particle velocity. Okay, so here this particle velocity represent the particles inside the wave. That particle's velocity is called this small v. Wave velocity means velocity of the wave. So these two are different. Particle velocity is different from wave velocity. Now how to find this relation? So first of all, simply y is equal to a omega sin omega t minus kx, displacement formula. So sorry, a sin omega t minus kx. A sin omega t minus kx. So that means differentiation of displacement dy by dx. Differentiation of displacement with respect to x. Here a is constant. Differentiation of sine. Differentiation of sine is cos omega t minus kx. Internal differentiation is minus k. So finally we got minus a into k into cos omega t minus kx. Okay, so this is a dy by dx. Okay, we got dy by dx. Now I am doing so observe carefully. Particle velocity small v by dy by dx. That we need to find here. So particle velocity means, particle velocity already we know, a omega cos of omega t minus kx. So dy by dx means already we got minus ak into cos of omega t minus kx. Okay, these two we got. So observe carefully here. A cos omega t minus kx, A cos omega t minus kx going to be cancelled. Finally, we got minus omega by k. Minus omega by k. Here, velocity of the wave v is equal to 2 lambda by t. That means here lambda by t. So now I multiply 2 pi by lambda here, 2 pi by t here. Okay, numerator and denominator. How we got this omega by v? Omega by 2 pi by lambda. Okay, that means here, so observe carefully, particle velocity is omega by k. So from this lambda by t, lambda means 2 pi by lambda, here t means 2 pi by t. So just here I am taking 2 pi multiply with 2 pi divided with 2 pi. Okay, so then this can be written as 2 pi by t. So just I take, sorry, small thing change here, lambda by t, lambda by 2 pi, t by 2 pi, nothing change here. I just divided with 2 pi here, divided with 2 pi. Here this 2 pi going to be cancelled in cancellation. So finally we got lambda by 2 pi means k, t by 2 pi means t by 2 pi. Okay. So here lambda by 2 pi. Sorry dear, sorry. So small thing change here. So don't panic. K formula 2 pi by lambda. Okay. Just ignore this all things. Just I am doing a few minutes back. Now listen carefully. K formula 2 pi by lambda. Omega formula 2 pi by t. Okay, 2 pi by t. So now omega by k means 2 pi by t by 2 pi by lambda. That means finally we got lambda by t or not? Lambda by t or not? Is it or not? Lambda by t. Lambda by t means v or not? Okay, so omega by k means v. That means velocity of wave. Okay, so omega by k means velocity of the wave v. So finally we got, so from this, therefore, from this particle velocity by dy by dx is equal to minus omega by k means velocity of the wave. Okay, so velocity of the wave. So this is the relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. Particle velocity is equal to minus dy by dx. Particle velocity, that means a small v is equal to minus dy by dx into velocity, wave velocity. That means wave velocity. Okay, so that means here we are taking wave velocity, that is capital. So okay, particle velocity is equal to minus dy by dx into wave velocity. This is the relation between particle velocity and wave velocity. This formula is very, very important. So omega by k is equal to v. Okay, k is equal to omega by v. K is equal to omega, K is equal to, we got omega by v. Then omega is equal to kv. So these formulas are very, very important. Relation between angular velocity, propagation constant and linear velocity. This formula is very, very important. Okay, if you know the angular velocity, if you know the k value, it is easy to find v value. If you know the k value and v value, it is easy to find omega value. So this formula is very, very important. Next, we are move on to the most important concept in this chapter, waves. That is reflection of wave. Reflection of wave. Reflection of wave. Like light waves, sound waves also exhibits phenomena reflection, second one refraction, third one interference, next fourth one diffraction. Okay. Like a light wave, sound waves also exhibits the phenomena, reflection phenomena, refraction phenomena, interference phenomena, diffraction phenomena. But sound waves does not exhibit polarization phenomena. But light waves exhibit polarization phenomena also. So light waves exhibit polarization phenomena also. So now I am going to discuss first reflection phenomena, after that refraction phenomena in this lecture. Okay, reflection and refraction of waves. Reflection and refraction of waves. But here sound waves and light waves. Sound waves are coming under longitudinal waves. Light waves are coming under transverse waves. Okay, sound waves exhibit reflection and refraction, but it does not exhibit polarization. This point is very, very important. So now I am going to discuss reflection of wave. So case 1, reflection at closed end, reflection at closed end or fixed end, So observe carefully. So this is incident wave, this is a fixed end. So this is a incident wave, this is a crust. This has a crust. Already we know. So this is a crust, this is a trough. Trough is indicated with T. This part is called trough, this part is called crust. This is indicated with C. Okay. So here crust. This is called incident wave. Okay. So crust is incident on fixed end. It is reflected as trough. Reflected as like this. This is a reflected wave. This is incident wave. Okay. So here I write. So reflected wave. Okay. So this is a fixed end. Here also fixed end. So after crust is hitting this fixed end, it reflected back as a trough. It reflected back as a trough. Okay. So observe carefully. The directions are very important. So here, direction along positive x-axis, then y is equal to formula a sine omega t minus kx. If direction, this is first point. Second note point is, if direction along negative x-axis, then y is equal to formula we take a sine omega t plus kx. These two note points are very helpful here. Okay, observe carefully. First, displacement of incident wave. Displacement of incident wave. Displacement of incident wave is a sine omega t minus kx. Okay, this is the displacement of incident wave. Next, yr, displacement of reflected wave. So what is the reflected of this reflected wave, ma? So observe carefully here. A sine omega t. This is incident wave direction is positive x-axis direction or not? But reflected wave direction is negative x-axis direction. Is it or not? So this is negative x-axis direction. This is positive x-axis direction. In positive x-axis direction, we are taking omega t minus kx. Negative x-axis direction, we are taking omega t plus kx. So that's why omega t plus kx. And one more thing, here phase difference. Crust is reflected as trough. That means this is totally changed. Bottom, top is changed as bottom. That means here phase change is 180 degrees. That means pi we consider here. That is very important. So from this sine of 180 plus theta minus sine theta. That means minus a sine omega t plus kx. So this is a displacement of reflected wave. Displacement of reflected wave is minus a sine omega t plus kx. Displacement of incident wave is a sine omega t minus kx. So please observe carefully, my dear students, because so this lecture is very important for the NEET. So definitely theoretical questions are asked based upon this reflection and refraction concept of waves. So please watch carefully. So now incident wave displacement we got, reflected wave displacement we got, and one more thing, few points I write here. So here first point, crust is reflected as trough. Similarly, trough is reflected as crust. Okay, so this is our first one. Second one, phase change is, have you understood this point? If you send crust, this is reflected as trough. If you send it trough, it is reflected as crest. So phase change is 180 degrees or pi. Next, third one, path change is lambda by 2. Path change is lambda by 2. Phase change is 180 degrees or pi. So this is about reflection at closed end or fixed end. Now I am going to discuss reflection at open end. So observe carefully. Just I did a small changes here. So I am going to discuss now case 2. Reflection at open end. So this is changed as open. So open end or free end. Open end or free end. So now observe carefully. Here it is a free end. So this is a free end. So that's why free end is drawn like this. This is a free end. Free end. Okay. So this is a free end. And this is a. So whenever we send crust to free end, it is reflected as crust only. It is reflected as crust only. This is a free end. So this is a free end. If you send crust to free end, so again it reflected as crust only. It is reflected as crust only. Reflected as crust only. So negative x-axis. This direction is also negative x-axis. So this is reflected wave. For fixed end, crust is reflected as a trough. For free end, crust is reflected as crust only. This point is very important. Now, displacement of incident wave is A sin omega t minus kx. Displacement of reflected wave is here A sin omega t plus kx only because it is negative x-axis. But phase change is here crust only, here crust. So there is no phase change. So please observe carefully. Few minutes back, crust is reflected as a trough. That's why phase change 180 degrees we consider. Here phase change is 0 degrees. Phase change is 0 degrees. So that's why we got here A sin omega t plus kx. So displacement of reflected wave is for free end. Reflection at free end is A sin omega t plus kx. Here crust is reflected as crust only. Crust only. If you send crust, reflected as crust only. If you send trough, it is reflected as trough only. Reflected as trough only. So next, phase changes. Here phase changes 0 degrees. Phase change is 0 degrees. Phase change is 0 degrees. Path changes 0. Path change is 0 because it is crust is reflected as crust and trough is reflected as trough only here. So phase change is 0 and path change also 0. So this is about reflection at open end or free end. Next, I am going to discuss refraction. Refraction phenomena. This right direction along, if direction along x-axis, then displacement y is equal to A sin omega t minus kx. If direction along negative x-axis, then displacement y is equal to A sin omega t plus kx. These note points are useful for refraction also. So that's why I kept here. So now remaining, I am going to rough it. So next phenomena is refraction. Next phenomena is refraction. Okay. So here refraction. Here case 1. Case 1 is rarer to denser. Rarer means thin string. To denser. Denser means thick string. Rarer to denser. Denser means thick string. Rarer means thin string. Rarer to denser. First one. So observe carefully. Already we know refraction means two mediums. One is rarer medium. Another medium is denser medium. So now rarer to denser. So rarer to denser means, so here it is a crust I will send. Here it is rarer medium. Now it is. So this is a denser medium. Denser. This is a rarer medium. So this is thin string. This is a thick string here. Okay. So this is a incident wave. Incident wave. Now, after it is moving from rarer to denser medium, it is refracted. How it is refracted? It is refracted as like this. It is refracted as like this. Refracted as like this. Refracted as like this. So this is refracted as like this. Okay. So it is refracted as like this. So this direction is refracted wave. Refracted wave. This is transmitted wave. Transmitted wave. Transmitted wave. So this is refracted wave and this is a transmitted wave. So whether it is moving from rarer to denser, refracted wave and transmitted wave. Okay, observe carefully here. So here displacement of incident wave. Displacement of incident wave is A sin omega t minus kx because it is along. This direction is like this now. So along positive x-axis or not? Along positive x-axis. That's why A sin omega t minus kx. Incident wave displacement is A sin omega t minus kx. And refracted wave. Incident of displacement of refracted wave is how we take crust is refracted as trough. It is along negative x-axis. Negative x-axis. That's why we take here. This can be taken as minus a sin omega t plus kx. Minus omega t plus kx. Next, transmitted wave. Transmitted wave is here it is moving along x-axis only, along positive x-axis only. So that's why there is no phase difference. So here we take A sin omega t minus kx only, but here it is changes k1. It is changed as a k1 into x. Propagation constant is going to be changes. So these are the displacement of incident wave, displacement of refracted wave, displacement of transmitted wave. Displacement of transmitted wave, that is called yt. Refracted wave is indicated with R, incident wave indicated with I, transmitted wave is indicated with T. Okay. So now I am going to discuss for transmitted wave, for refracted wave. First one, phase changes. Observe carefully. Phase change between incident wave and transmitted wave is both are same direction only. Same direction, same crust and crust only. Here is crust, but it is trough. So crust. So phase change is 0 degrees. Next, path change also. Path change is 0. Phase change is 0 degrees. Path change is 0. Okay. Next, third point is crust is transmitted as crust only. Crust is transmitted as crust only. Next, for a refracted wave, first point, phase changes. What is the phase change, man? Crust is refracted as 180 degrees or not? Crust is refracted as trough. That's why phase change is 180 degrees or pi. Path change is lambda by 2. Next, third one. Crust is refracted as trough. Similarly, trough is refracted as crust. Here, similarly, trough is transmitted as trough. So this is about refraction takes place from rarer to denser. Now I am going to discuss refraction takes place from denser to rarer. Small thing changes now. Please observe carefully. Just I change small things. Now I am taking case 2. I am going to explain case 2. Well, to continuing my lecture on waves, now I am going to discuss refraction of wave case 2, denser medium to rarer medium. Wave is moves from denser to rarer. Case 2, denser means thick string. Denser to rarer. Rarer means thin string. Denser to rarer. Okay. Denser to rarer. So whether it is moving from denser to rarer. So please observe carefully. So here whether it is moving from whether it is moving from denser to rarer, right? So this is moving from denser to rarer. So while it is moving from denser to rarer, so we'll get wave is like this. So we'll get wave is like this, denser to rarer. Okay, wave is like this. Okay, so we'll get a wave is like this. So observe carefully. Okay, so this is a refracted as crust only, but transmitted also crust only. So now this will be changed as YI is equal to A sin omega t minus kx. YR is equal to here there is no required minus A sin omega t plus kx. So here Yt is equal to A sin omega t minus k1 into x. So these are the displacement of incident wave, refracted wave, transmitted wave. So refracted wave, transmitted wave. Next, here for transmitted wave, phase change is 0. Is it or not? Phase change is 0. Path change is also 0. Crust is transmitted as crust only. Similarly, trough is transmitted as trough only. So nothing change in transmitted wave. For rarer to denser or denser to rarer, nothing effect on transmitted wave. Properties all are same. For refracted wave, phase change is here, phase change is 0 degrees because crust is refracted as crust only for denser to rarer. So 0. Path change is 0. Crust is refracted as crust only. Similarly, trough is refracted as a trough. So this is about the full session. Refraction and reflection phenomena takes place in waves. Okay. So next we are going to discuss superposition principle. Superposition principle. So and superposition principle, stationary waves, next progressive waves, and velocity of velocity of transverse waves, velocity of longitudinal waves, and transverse waves in a stretched string, velocity of transverse wave in different cases. So these are all I discussed in next lecture. I hope you are all understood this lecture. In coming lectures I'll give details about so these waves, okay, in open pipe, argon pipe, how in open argon pipe how the waves are formed, in closed argon pipe how waves will be formed, and these are all things I discussed in next lectures, and Doppler effect also I discussed in next lecture. So I hope you are all understood this lecture. If you will get any doubt regarding this lecture, feel free to mention in comment box. Thank you for watching my lectures. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you so much.